Hi, today you are going to be talking about preterite versus imperfect. In the same page as this video presentation, there are some guided notes. You can, if you have access to a printer, go ahead and print a copy for yourself. If you don't have a printer, that's okay. Just make a copy in your Google Drive and then take notes on there. I wanted to show you guys today I'm wearing a Mickey sweatshirt because I love Disney, and something that this is kind of my home office while I'm at home. So I have this cute little Mickey thing, and it says, Puedes soñarlo para hacerlo. So you have to dream it, you can do it. So I wanted to show that to you in my Mickey Missing Disney, and I hope that you guys are all well. So let's get started. You already know the preterite tense. The preterite tense is one way to talk in the past. It's about things that are already finished. We learn lots and lots of irregulars with the preterite. And with the imperfect, we've learned a couple ways that it can be used to talk about things that happen repeatedly. But now let's talk about how they're different. They're both used in the past tense, but they're a little bit different. All right, so the imperfect I like to think of as a video recording. It's just this continuous, keeps on going and going and going. It's like a video camera, like a recording. We don't really know when it stops, when it started. It keeps going on. So we use the imperfect for something that was happening. I was walking down the street. For how long? I don't know. Things that you used to do. When I was a little kid, I used to play with blocks. How many times did you play with blocks? I don't know, lots of times. It happened over and over. These are things that don't have a beginning or an end. We also use the imperfect for any kind of description. Time in the past, what time was it? Weather, think of all of those weather expressions. Hacía frío, hacía calor, etc. Your age, a description of what someone was like. Era muy alto. And then our internal feelings, our emotions. There are lots of mnemonic tricks that you can use to remember this. One way is do wait clicks that I'm going to show you in this presentation. Simba cheated is another way to remember. Do wait, description in the past, things that you used to do. Siempre jugaba con los bloques, something that was happening. Caminaba por la acera. Weather, hacía frío, hacía calor. Age, yo tenía 15 años. Your emotions, and think about some adjectives that are always used with emotions. You may want to write this down on your sheet of notes. Things like cansado, enojado, enfermo. These are your emotions and feelings in the past. All right, you already know how to form the imperfect. It's very easy. We have the habas and the ias. Here are AR verbs. Go ahead and pause the video while you complete the following information on your guided notes. Yo siempre jugaba videojuegos con mi hermano. A veces peleábamos. And our ER and IR verbs share the same endings. Note here that all of these have an accent on the I. Again, pause the video while you complete your sheet of guided notes. Great example. Lots of fairy tales and legends start with Había una vez una princesa hermosa que vivía en un palacio. That había una vez, once upon a time, is how many, many stories begin. Okay, as you already know, you've been using for a couple days. There are only 3 irregulars, which is fabulous. Ser, ir, and ver. And ver really is just irregular because we keep the E. El guerrero era muy heroico. Ellas siempre iban al cine y veían una película. Again, description in the first one and a repeated action. They always went to the movies. All right, some keywords are going to be really helpful for us to decide, do we need to use the preterite or the imperfect? There will be lots of flashcards and activities that you can study, but if you see these keywords in a sentence, that's a pretty good indication that you are going to need to use the imperfect tense. A menudo jugaba con los bloques. Cada año íbamos a Ocean City. De pequeño jugaba con mis primos. Generalmente desayunaba en casa. Todos los días estudiaba español. Muchas veces escuchaba la música de Juanes. Siempre me bañaba por la mañana, etc., etc. And so again, these are clues that you're going to use the imperfect tense. Again, the imperfect tense, do wait. And looking for our triggers, thinking of it as a video recording in the past, something that doesn't really have a defined beginning or end. The preterite, on the other hand, I like to think of as a snapshot in time. It's not this ongoing action, it's just boom. One thing, finished, completed, it's done. Okay? Let's take a look. Clicks. Clicks for a completed action. El partido terminó a las 2:30. We know exactly when that game ended, and it ended once. A limited time. Estudié las artes marciales por un año. I only studied for a year. I didn't study every day. I didn't study every Friday. I didn't go every weekend. It was this limited kind of, I did this for 1 year, enclosed period of time. This one's interesting. It can be an interrupting action. Imagine the scene. Hablaba con mi amiga cuando él llegó. He arrives, that interrupts me. Am I still talking to my friend? I don't know. Maybe I am. But him arriving interrupts. Boom. He knocks on the door, arrives, interrupts, preterite. Now, we said that emotions are the imperfect, but let's say that it's a really sudden change of emotion. Sufrió un ataque de migraña. All of a sudden, he got a migraine. One time, it was this really rapid, sudden change, right? Think about if you are walking down the street and all of a sudden you get scared. You see a creepy clown. It's a one-time thing. It interrupts. It's a change in emotion. Also, we use the preterite sequence of completed events. Think about your morning routines that you discussed a couple chapters ago. Me bañé, me vestí, fui a la fiesta. They're all completed actions, kind of the sequence of completed events. And if we look at the trigger words for the imperfect, we can see that all of these fit the description. They're either completed, one-time actions, or they're things that only happened once, right? So we know exactly when they occurred. Okay, the preterite can be used to interrupt the imperfect. The imperfect is what was going on, but the preterite, boom, is what interrupts. Montaba a caballo y boom, me caí. I was riding a horse, happy, and then all of a sudden, I fell off, right? Josué besaba otra chica, cuando su novia llegó. Josué was kissing another girl when what happened? Boom, The girlfriend arrived. That's the interrupting action. So the interrupting action is the preterite tense. There are also a couple verbs that change meaning in the preterite. Check this out. The big ones that you will need to know are conocer and saber. Conocer means I met in the preterite. Yo conocí a mi amiga ayer. I met her yesterday. Pero ya conocía a la señora Smith. I already knew Mrs. Smith. Saber, el detective. Supo la verdad. The detective found out the criminal. Pero ustedes ya sabían la respuesta. You guys already knew the information. Okay? After this video, go ahead and work through the guided notes and then check your answers on the other document that's connected to this post. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to talk about some of these explanations with you. It's kind of a tricky concept that you will see again in Spanish 3 and Spanish 4 and AP. It's something that kind of keeps on coming back, and we're just getting our feet wet with this right now. I'm not expecting perfection. Okay? Que tengan bonito día. Adios.